everyone, how are we doing today? You're listening to the November 2021 edition of the world famous Welcome Back. It's me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have a quick favor to ask. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel and following our updates, it would be very helpful for us. As you know, we're trying to do something special here, something unique and different, and we would love for you to be part of this journey with us. So without further ado, let's kick things off. So first of all, happy birthday to our newest member who celebrated his birthday yesterday. Here is your dedication. Hope you had an amazing day yesterday. Make sure to follow them. They're a great person, great fan, and I appreciate your support. So thank you. Happy birthday once again. All right, guys, let's start off with the news from the team. This weekend was quite eventful. I think everybody knows about the events that happened in Paris. Unfortunately, it seems like most teams were affected by this in one way or another. Some players were out of the lineup, others couldn't perform at their best due to the atmosphere. But at the end of the day, this is no excuse. We don't want to use this as an excuse. And honestly, I think most of the other teams did just that. They used it as an excuse, and that's why they were unable to achieve a positive result. The boys, however, didn't let anything get in their way. They played their game, played it well, and got 3 important points. Yes, there was some tension and maybe a lack of focus in some moments, but overall, I think the boys put up a great performance and picked up a great win against RB Leipzig. Hats off to the boys. Well done. I am so proud to be a part of this team and to witness this incredible journey alongside you. And since we're on the topic of the match against RB Leipzig, we have to take a look at the tactical analysis provided by our friends at Tactic Board. Let's go ahead and do that right now. So as you can see, in the first half, City had 74% possession with 368, 95 touches in the attack in third and 28 crosses into the box. In the second half, those numbers remained almost identical, which means City continued to play in the same manner. And as you may already guess, this approach paid off. As far as the passing map goes, it looks like City played around the wings and cut inside, creating several opportunities to score. Manchester City also made a lot of dangerous crosses. For example, this cross by Cancelo almost resulted in a goal. Kevin De Bruyne also attempted a similar cross later on, but unfortunately it didn't connect with Jesus. Also, Ederson was heavily involved in build-up play and often initiated attacks from the back. He made some precise long balls, finding players in advantageous positions. In the 27th minute, he sent a pinpoint cross towards Gabriel Jesus, who unfortunately couldn't make proper contact with the ball. However, 2 minutes later, Ederson did find Riyad Mahrez, who finished beautifully. Let's watch this again. In terms of the overall tactical approach, Manchester City stuck to their usual style. They pressed high up the pitch whenever RB Leipzig made a mistake or a turnover. When Leipzig tried to play out from the back, City applied pressure, forcing them to switch the point of attack. Interestingly, in the 37th minute, Kyle Walker intercepted a pass in the final third. His initial cross was blocked, but Bernardo Silva collected the loose ball and laid it back for Phil Foden. Then played a clever 1-2 with De Bruyne, but his shot went just wide. The goal came shortly after when Mahrez converted from close range. City's second goal was also a thing of beauty. After a swift counterattack, Kevin De Bruyne played a through ball behind the defense for Raheem Sterling, who rounded the goalkeeper and slotted the ball into an empty net. In the second half, City continued to dominate both in terms of possession and chances created. One interesting moment occurred in the 64th minute. Bernardo Silva received a yellow card for a bad challenge. However, VAR intervened, and after reviewing the incident, the referee upgraded the card to a straight red. Silva's reckless challenge left him with no option but to bring down his opponent. Fortunately, City were already 2-0 up and were able to see out the game comfortably. So that's what Tactics Board had to say about the match. Let's move on to some quotes from the post-match conference. Pep Guardiola spoke about the current situation in Paris, but he also addressed the upcoming matches, starting with this one. He said, "We know the situation. It's tough for everyone. It's a difficult time. All my thoughts are with the people of France and especially Paris, because we know how difficult it is. He also touched upon the team's recent form. We are alive in all competitions. That is the most important thing. I'm proud of this team. We've won 6 games in a row. Of course, every game is different, but the commitment and personality has been there. Everyone is contributing. I'm incredibly happy. He was also asked whether he'd make any changes to the team for the next match. And here's what he said. No, we are not going to rotate because we have another final in 2 days. The players feel it. We are focused on winning our games. We will see what happens. So it sounds like City will field their strongest available side in the upcoming fixtures. And given the fact that we have a day less to recover before the next match, it is crucial that we continue to rotate and give opportunities to players who might not get as much playing time otherwise. Now let's move on to some social media posts. Here is one from Ilk. The German midfielder shared this photo with the caption, "All right, back to business. I love this guy so much. He is such a professional. Such a pleasure to watch him play." Here's a post from our official page. A great picture of Raheem Sterling celebrating his goal with the team. As you can see, everybody was overjoyed. We're having a fantastic season so far. Hopefully, we'll keep this momentum going and achieve some great results. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that Riyad Mahrez and Raheem Sterling have scored 10 goals between them in the Champions League this season? Both players have found a net 5 times each. Sterling's last goal came in the 14th minute when he tapped in from close range after a pinpoint cross from Joe Oken. Mahrez also scored a crucial goal in the 27th minute. Kevin De Bruyne threaded a pass through the heart of the Leipzig defense, and Riyad controlled it with his chest before firing past the goalkeeper. What a goal! And finally, here is a post from our captain, Vincent Kompany. Even though he's no longer a player, Vincent remains incredibly passionate about the club. He attended the match and passionately celebrated each goal as if he was still on the pitch. And here's what he said. What a night! Come on, City! Love this guy so much. An absolute legend. That's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed watching, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.